didn't even say whether you liked it. You just like, just
I like those things. Get your son
You
over.
asked me
My girl?
Good.
what I went through on that road through hell that brought me back to you. I told you war can change a man. It broke your heart, but you tried to understand. You wish you were there for me, but baby, can't you see that you were there? In that picture in my pocket, I carried everywhere. Yeah, you were there. On those burning battlefields and in my prayers. Yeah, you were there. When the desert moon began to rise, if I could find a quiet moment in the fight, I'd read your letters, every one of them. And they gave me hope I'd kiss your lips again. You wish you were there for me, but baby, can't you see that you were there? In that picture in my pocket, I carried everywhere. Yeah, you were there. On those burning battlefields and in my prayers. Yeah, you were there. And I know you fight battles of your own, and there are days that you struggle to stay strong. But I'm here for you, 'cause you were there. And in the night you're close to me, you pull me back when my dreams take me to dark places over there. And I thank God that you were there. Yeah, you were there. You were there.
T-minus 1 minute. T-minus 50 seconds. T-minus 40 seconds. T-minus 30 seconds. T-minus 20 seconds. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0.
Hi, my name is Doug. I'm the president of Guardians of the Purple Heart, and we are a 501c3 approved nonprofit organization based here in southeastern Connecticut that specializes in obtaining items or services for Connecticut combat wounded veterans that aren't being met by other organizations like the VA. So what we like to think is where the VA or these other establishments have to leave off because of their corporate red tape and limitations, we can come in behind them and fulfill these needs by reaching out to the community, working with our vast network of supporters, and just coming together as a whole and supporting these Purple Heart recipients and improving their overall quality of life. A lot of people ask us how do they get involved and how do they join in on the fun with us. A lot of things you could do. Follow us on Facebook, number one, Instagram, Twitter. Go to our website at gotph.org. You can send donations, send us a message. Spread the word of what we're doing. All the Connecticut Purple Heart recipients, we are out there trying to make a difference in their lives. So please give us a hand and join in on the fun.
Hey, this is Texas singer-songwriter Sergeant Scotty Frazier, proud to have served in the United States Marine Corps and now proud to serve with music. I am honored to be interviewed by and partner with Fubar Studio, the best in military and veteran supporting podcasts. Check them out, and thank you for your service for our American heroes. Also check out scottyfrazier.com for more of my music, and check us out on Spotify, Amazon, and where all good things are streaming. Semper Fi, rock and roll.
Bring your appetite down to Big Belly Cafe, 140 Gore Street, Webster, Mass. for curbside, takeout, and indoor seating. Visit BigBellyCafe.com to view their hours, menu, and order online. For reservations, please call ahead at 508-949-2433. Follow Big Belly Cafe on Facebook for weekly and daily specials. And remember, all veterans receive a discount for their recognition of service. Big Belly Cafe. Reedy's Archery, located in Middleborough, Mass. at 121 Wood Street, has been a staple in the area since 1993 and has become the one-stop pro shop for competitive target archers and bow hunters from New England. Reedy's is open Monday through Thursday, 12 p.m. to 8 p.m., Saturdays, 10 p.m. to 4 p.m. Make sure to visit Reedy'sArchery.com and follow them on Facebook to keep up with upcoming events. Reedy's Archery, dedicated to the archer. Wolf Aviation Network is the only flight school in the area utilizing the Airwolf Simulator AATD and the specialized Part 61 training program designed to save students money while increasing safety and efficiency. Creating safe pilots is our first priority. Our flight sim is the perfect training device. It is designed to prepare students adequately before taking flight in our aircraft. Fly with us and save money. Wolf Aviation. Reserve your spot at 413-563-1929 and visit wolfaviationnetwork.com.
Please show your support by checking out these events.
Okay, red light. This should be the red light. You got anything?
This is what we train for, every day.
We just received new intel that there's an enemy presence at the airstrip compound.
All those years. When you're the first to arrive, it's not enough to be ready. You have to be relentless. It's our job to control the ground and the sky, wherever they may meet, even behind enemy lines. They call us one-man air traffic control towers, but we're more than that.
Ivy Lima Charlie, break. Airfield is stable. You are clear to land.
We turn hell into an airstrip. And clear the way for others to follow.
That would be cool.
Yeah. Let's do it.
Welcome everybody. Welcome to just another episode, not even episode. This is just Tim Chambers and I here and Doug just hanging out and just shooting the crap. Tim, what's going on over there in PA with you, man? What's going on?
I don't know if it's ever going to slow down, this locomotive I'm on, but I've been reaching out to some people, some elderly on hospice, things like that. I've been getting some phone calls. So I've been flying around the country, surprising the loved one, whether it's for their birthday or just maybe a final salute, a little eulogy, a little love, and, sing the hymn if it's a Marine. I don't know the other hymns, but make it special for them, and the calling keeps coming. Yeah. And like this Friday, I'm sure we're gonna get into it, but I'm excited to be able to hook up Michael Caine. It's a Marine that's got terminal cancer. So there was a fundraiser done for him a few months ago, and I raised some money, and I'm going to be able to present it to him. So I'm really excited about that. Of course, I'm hitting the books, master's degree, social work, VA. Here I come. I hope.
Yeah.
So I can make a difference there.
Absolutely, and I'm definitely looking forward to it. I mean, this weekend, we just, give a big shout out to a few of the guys that just popped in here. Joey, who actually he was from PA as well. He actually just made the move up here to Boston, to Dorchester. So good looking, checking in with us. And Jeremy Daniels, I see he's present and all that with us. We definitely got some stuff going on this weekend. I'm coming into your neck of the woods. To Allentown, PA. So definitely looking to connecting with you and your Marine Corps veteran that is coming in to actually participate with our nonprofit, which is Track Day for Veterans. We've got that going on. We've got some special stuff that, we're going to be doing with him. With bringing them down and be able to see some of the stuff that we do down there and be able to get him presented with a few different things. One, the money that you were able to raise and get through, get that money that you're going to be donating to him, as well as we're going to be donating a check to him as well. Probably actually going to be cash for him. But let alone that, I've got We've got a challenge coin for him because he's going to be participating in the track day for veterans. I've got a shirt made for him. Also, I've got to get one made for you as well. And that's at the Allentown, PA indoor racing, which is the TQ model race cars that are going to be taking place on Friday night. So, let alone that, we're hoping, which we're going to be doing all that stuff at the beginning of the race before it gets broadcasted. It's going to be getting broadcasted on to TV and all that with, I think it's with Flow Racing and stuff like that. So, we're going to have two of our race car drivers that are going to be there. One is Derek Roby with DDR Motorsports. Him and his father, Derek Roby, are going to be there. And then also Andy J, who he's also one of our race car drivers with Class Motorsports. So that's going to be, a big thing for you and your guys. For you and your, Marine Corps veteran, which he's going to be there with his wife and daughter. So that's going to be a good time for some fellowship with each other. So that what else is going on with this this train that you got on this track?
What do you mean? Like what? Just in
What
like
else?
doing?
Like,
Oh yeah,
what else,
yeah. Well, we got some toys to some wait staff at some restaurants over the holiday. We surprised some wait staff that was hustling and not making a whole lot of money, and they're young, and they have children. They have young children. And I went to some of the local little in the city, the barber shops. And I got the barbers some, they got to get some toys for their children, It's a heavily Puerto Rican community, and they welcome me in with open arms, language barrier still a little bit, but, we'll get through it. So, but it's great, and just studying hard. I quit my job doing HR.
Yeah.
So I could focus on my placement because I have a field placement to go along with the master's degree in social work. So this allows me to be available for more things, and that's kind of where I need to be anyway, just because the way the phone rings all the time. But Michael Keynes, he's an amazing guy. His wife is very, she's just been through everything with him. She's still with him. We had a 3-way phone call last night. We laughed just like we did when we had dinner, because we're like family, just like you and I. We can conversationalize about just about anything, like, because we're family and care about each other, that deeply. But my Facebook page has been flying off the hook, and TikTok, with followers. And what'd be really neat is just because, like in society, if I had a few million followers, then, I'd have more credibility and have a bigger voice.
Yeah.
So that is on top of the content that I slap out there, all the love gets back to the veteran or their family. That's a huge benefit of it. And then maybe someday I'll have that credibility, So those are the only two things that, like the two major primary things that I dig about, getting content out there on social media and applauding the followers, But the phone hasn't quite rung yet for any real estate needs yet. But, I got her tagged at the top. We'll see. And that's Lorraine. She's a vet too,
Absolutely.
Put her butt to work. Like, not that she's not working, but, she just likes to be particular when I say that. Right. But I shared this live on my Tim Chambers page, and I'm sharing it real quick on the Saluting Marine, even though I know you tagged it. I don't know how it came up, but so I got to meet the social workers at the at the VA, and they really enjoyed having me there. They said they need more males and they need more veteran social workers. And 2 people that are going to be on the panel for next this April for next fall, I met, and they said you shouldn't have a problem, because I just shared with them a few tiny little volunteer efforts that I've been doing way back, like further back, before no one knew anything about the saluting Marine. I was whipping it on. There was a calling of service, came one way or the other, whether it's not being forward deployed, but you still can serve. Like, I always like to remind everyone, like, there was a lot of amazing patriots out of that event we were at, with the comedy night, and you don't have to be sworn in to serve your country, and we need them more than ever, because they're the ones on the home front, can make life a lot easier for everyone, like for veterans and their families, community kind of thing, but I'm excited. I'm going to help my wife more, but she calls it micromanaging, but we'll see. Trying to help her with her business a little bit, but just next fall, that will be a paid internship. So I'm excited about that. I've been invited to come up to an event up in Massachusetts. What was that event called?
That one was the, I believe it was the, oh, you got me now. It's the New England, Fallen something. Geez, you got me going. But I know it's New England something, but it's, it's the New England, is it New England Run for the Fallen? Or
yes. Yes.
I think it's the New England Run for the Fallen. It's where
that sounds familiar.
What they do is they do hiking, marching or hiking, through the New England states, and they raise money and awareness. And I believe they invited you to come up during that time and stuff like that.
Like salute them while they're coming into a base, a camp, or a fort, or a cemetery or something. But and then they asked if I could hang out for the 4 days with them,
Yeah.
And I know that there's going to be a lot of families. The reason why I would see the value of that, not on a financial side, but a moral side, like my mission side, is because I'll be able to meet families that, lost their loved ones. And I had a sergeant major I served with, and he had 6 kids, and I met him several years later, found him on Together We Served, which is a neat kind of Facebook page for military. They have a Navy one, a Marine one. Have you ever heard that one?
Yes.
Together We Served. You can make your own ribbons and all that kind of stuff. Well, he goes, Tim, when you read because I did a name reading of all the fallen, I never stayed along the 40 on my way to DC for my salute at Rolling Thunder one year. And he goes, when you read my son's name, add something extra to it. His youngest son out of 6, Lance Corporal Veter.
Yeah.
He goes, I figured one of my kids would serve, with him being a sergeant major, right? And it was his youngest. He volunteered, and he said that you need to, if you make a contact with the families, you have to try to keep it, because down the road it hits them harder than when all the fanfare is happening and stuff. So I'll never forget him telling me that. And that probably is in the back of my mind somewhere, which drives me to, really put on the Ritz and do whatever I can for the families. Because, we still got people not getting checks for the bad water at Lejeune, and, 30 more years, we're going to be gone, and they're going to be saying, hey, did you get the shot? What is it? Oh, it was a military, concern for an agent, a shot.
Well, I remember they had I know they had the smallpox shot, depending on where you depending on where you went. But I remember there was so many. What are you talking about? The vaccination for COVID, or
no, way before that, like in the 90s. Anthrax shot.
Anthrax.
Yeah.
Yes.
So, and that's a sad thing. And that's why we have to do even more, because, on the behalf of a grateful nation, well, let's be grateful about it, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it's there's so many things. I mean, and it's always stuff like that's always gonna be coming up. With depending on what took place. I mean, there'll probably be something coming up, even with the whole smallpox and stuff like that. I mean, again, it's gonna come down the pike. It just depending on when it's gonna come down the pike. But I wanted to talk about, because one of again, how you do a lot of these traveling and stuff, it's, it takes a lot of time out of, your work and time and stuff like that, and supporting your family. But, the better thing is to say is, I mean, you have this book, this children's book that, you have going on, which, we want to promote it, the Saluting Marine. We want to be able to get this out there and people to purchase these books. So if you're watching tonight, and you want to definitely support this veteran, Tim Chambers, the Saluting Marine, hit us up on this so we can get you these books, because this is one of the things that helps you be able to go around and, do the things you're doing, and, really be able to get you out there. It's, is these that, and let alone on top of that, I mean, donations, and sponsoring you to be able to help you, to be able to keep going out there and doing what you're doing. As you and I both know, traveling isn't cheap. A lot of the viewers are going to know that, traveling isn't cheap. And we got to be able to make something work to be able to help you. So
it's hard to ask, and I've been doing it all by myself for a super duper. I mean, all by myself, but on an island, I'm just making it happen, and it's no different than just someone just sitting at home and seeing something and saying, "Oh God, there's a need there." But like the sergeant major that retired in 1980 that did the video on that went viral with me in his hospice bed. The family are like, "Oh, could you come? My dad was found on the floor. He was dehydrated. They got him in the hospital. We don't think he's going to make it to his final resting spot, And I'm like, okay, do you have any means to help me get there? I just have to say it. And I hate to say it. But then they're like, oh, well, we can do half. So I'm like, well, that's better than whole.
Yep. And it's better than none.
And I never sell any books. I never sell any T-shirts. And I just run, and then it's negative, and then it's, we carry on, but I get it. Yeah, I got to get it more professional on that level to be able to do more and things like that. And I appreciate it. I don't know why it's so hard though. It's just weird. But I don't know.
I'll tell you, it's hard. It's hard to ask people for money, but it's also hard to get people sometimes to donate. Or sponsor. I know the time that we live in is very hard. By any means, it's not like, everybody is like making millions of dollars. But there are, the ones that are like, they always say the middle class, that we are making, good money, that we're able to help and be able to do it. But it's still hard to get people to still, be able to throw down and say, yeah, well, I'm willing to donate, say $500 or $100.
Well, yeah. And if there's someone out there that knows how to do the paperwork, because I did create a charity called TSM Cares, and it's just improved the quality of life of our youth less fortunate veterans. And that pretty much sums up my volunteer work. And that was a speech I gave at the Ritz-Carlton around 2001 when I got a volunteerism award that landed me on a box of Frosted Flakes. Yeah, enthusiasm, my friend, volunteering for a long time. So, absolutely. I mean, I didn't create a charity to penny and dime everyone. You create a charity so you can work with companies and you can get the real funds coming in so you can make that difference and impact. I just have never had the time to focus on that. So I think that's kind of maybe where the major misfall was, because I knew how I wanted to play it out and stuff. And then, it's life's happening. So you just make it work. You make it happen. And, look, we don't have any children. We have a bunch of rescue cats. Okay. So I'd really admire you doing what you do and having a whole home front going on. So it's very, I admire that. You're very blessed. We don't have any children, but, so I do have a little extra time on my hands, in other words, to be there for people and stuff. And, I'll figure it out. And maybe by not working for a while will give me more time to focus on all that stuff, because you've been a good source of counsel for me, on resources and website and like things like that. So I really appreciate that, and I'm looking forward to standing with you as we honor that Marine on Friday and get to kind of meet a little bit of the world that you're getting involved with, to, improve the quality of life for veterans, essentially, by letting them come out to the track. It's a pastime of our country, right?
No, absolutely. I mean, and as a lot of people know, is, what's another better way to be able to release that, somewhat of a stress. It's a good, nice way to be able to release it, because you're in a track, you're seeing everybody potentially, trying to, bump each other to get into first place, to be able to say, yes, go, bump them, bump, push, and they always say back in the day, back when I started watching racing, if you weren't rubbing, you weren't racing. Comes back to the whole Intimidator, Dale Earnhardt Sr. When he was racing, it was like boom, boom, and you see it. That was like, the big thing. And when everybody looks at it, they're like, well, how can you just stand there and watch a race? Just watch this racing. It's all, what are you looking at? Left turn, left turn, left turn. Or as Bubba J would say it with, and with what is Jeff Dunham? He would has his thing in the little character Bubba J. It's like, drinking a beer, throwing them back, left turn, left turn. Well, that's, it was all the rubbing. It's the racing. It's makes that whole day go. And a lot of the other stuff that comes into it, it's with the track day for veterans, it's getting out there and be able to get down and meet the pit crew, meet the drivers, chit chat with them. Because I'll tell you, the one that started the whole track day for veterans, Derek Roby and Doug Ropey with DDR Motorsports, they actually started it before I met them. It kind of like fell a little bit, not like to the wayside. I wouldn't say to the wayside, because it didn't. They kept, doing things. But when I came on and I started coming over, hanging out with them and working on their cars, working on the car with them, and be able to see more into Pro 4 modifieds, I kind of was like, hey, I kind of have been wanting to do this. This is something that I wanted to do. How can I, really put this with you guys? And that's when they said, well, we had this going, but you are the veteran, can you kind of take this and run with this? And I'm like, absolutely. I love it. This is the idea. This is what I was wanting to do. And getting them, having their, passion to helping veterans, but also their passion in racing. I'll tell you, it was like peanut butter and jelly on a sandwich. It was perfect. It was great. And they interact with the veterans like there's no tomorrow. I'll tell you, we had, all the veterans that we had going to the races with them had nothing but, 10-star rating with them. And, with you doing what you're doing, and be able to see that interacting with the veterans, interacting with these people and with the racing community, it's going to be hands down. It's like a whole family thing. It's everybody is treated like family. You are family. Like how you were talking about doing the whole thing with being in with the community of like the Spanish speaking Puerto Rican family. That's how Puerto Ricans and all that they gather around each other and they are there as family. And you may not even be a family member, but you're family to them. And that's how the racing community is. That's how us as Americans, we need to be with one another, is we need to gather with each other and be able to support each other. And again, that's where it comes back to the track day for veterans. And that's what we, empathize on. That's what we expect all of our race teams to be like, is to grab each other and be able to be with each other and be able to, support them. So if anybody's out and about and you want to be, if you're in town in PA and towards Allentown, PA, stop by. You'll see us January 3rd and 4th. We'll be in town. Feel free. We will be there from those 2 days, but we'll be at the racetrack on Friday. Feel free, stop by, come see Tim Chambers. If you want to help and support, definitely come in and help and support and purchase a book. If you're on tonight and you want to, get a book, or just want to help and say, hey, here's $50, here's $100, whatever you want to do, go and just let us know. We'll get you a way to be able to get it to him. I guarantee he's got Cash App, guarantee he's got Venmo, guarantee he's got probably PayPal. If not, we can help it. We can help it out. We got those set up. We've also got our online with our donations where, again, we can set something up and be able to receive, if you want to make a recurring donation to them, we can set that up. And if that's something that, Tim, you want to have done, I can set it up. And every donation that comes in, doesn't matter how big or how small, every donation will get you a shirt, and it will get you one of our, track day for veteran shirts, whatnot. We'll make that happen. And again, it's all tax write-offs for everybody. As you know, it's getting to the end of the year. It's time to be giving and be able to say, hey, you know what? I made a donation. We'll use it. We can use it as a tax write-off. But you can also say we supported our local veterans, and we support our veterans. And there it is. That's what it happens. So, with that being said, so you've got the races coming up on this weekend. We've got the New England Fallen coming up. That's going to be, I believe I want to say it's in August of 2025. So be on the lookout on that, which I know they end at a place in Connecticut. It's at a base. I don't remember the name of it, but we can get that information as well. So that's a whole nother thing. So that's out there. I know you're going to be coming back out here to New England anyways for June, I believe, for the Boston Wounded Vet Run.
Yes, and maybe the Cabin Fever party, maybe. Which I think is in April or something,
I think it's that or February.
February. Okay. Yeah. Somewhere early on. Maybe.
Either way, you got a place to stay.
Oh yeah. Appreciate it.
I got 1,000 windows. So, if you walk by one of the windows naked,
Yeah. Well, whenever the copper came by the house, I thought, uh-oh. Lorraine, I thought you said they couldn't see me from the bathroom. You know what I mean? But it was actually because some people came up to our cars the night before and the neighbors had it on camera. and they just nonchalantly like opened the doors, and it was like the night before that I left the car unlocked, so I got very lucky.
Yeah. I mean, hey, it's bound to happen one way or another. I always give a full moon to the neighbors too once in a while,
It's like interesting, I guess. But
I keep it real.
Yeah. So I appreciate everything you do and what you've done to support me when I come into town. You pick me up, all that good stuff, And what you're going to see out of Mr. Keynes is he's not going to be asking for anything. He's going to be very humble, just normal guy, acting like nothing's wrong. You know what I mean?
Yeah. It's the normal veteran, because again, we don't sign up to expect anything out of the government. We don't. We do it because we want to do it. Plain and simple. As I've said this numerous times. It's not what the government can give me, it's what I can do for the government and for this country. That's what it's about. We don't look. I mean, there might be people that do go and say, well, can I get a discount because I'm a veteran? Or can I get this? Okay, whatever. It is what it is. That's not everybody, but it's nice that we do sometimes if we do ask, but we don't expect it. We may ask, but we don't expect it.
I'll roll it into the tip, or like on the when they give us a free meal, we'll tip something substantial.
Yeah, absolutely.
We're really not there for the free meal in essence. I'm not going to wait for 2 hours at Denny's to get some free eggs over easy. But and then just like that, what you're saying about that guy, I'm like, so you okay financially? He's like, yeah, that's all he says, and he's going through a lot of medical stuff, right?
Yeah.
But he's not, so a lot of resilience, especially you're going to see that with his wife too. She's very amazing and fun, and they like to laugh. So, and the best thing we can do is laugh when we're faced with such adversity.
Yeah.
And we laughed a lot at the comedy show,
Yeah.
So that was fun. And okay.
Yeah. I mean, that's basically what it is. And it's one of the things is, as I talk to you on probably a day-to-day basis, if not maybe every other day or whatever. And we just go back and forth. And, I've always said to you, I said, tell me whatever you need. What do you need help with? Do you need help with this? Even when even talking down to like, something that's like small, like you needed some space for photos. I said, dude, I got you. Don't worry about it. Dropbox, easy, no problem. I've got 2 terabytes of memory. Don't even worry about it. I got you. I put it in there. But that again, between you and I'll do whatever I can. I'll give you the shirt off my back if that's what it takes, but whatever you need. You told me about this veteran. It worked out perfect because I'm going to be in PA anyways. Why not have him come to the track day for veterans? It's little things. And again, it helps me because I enjoy helping, fellow veterans, but it also helps the team because they love to help veterans. And in the long run, again, it turns around. It helps the veteran because what does it give them do? It gives them something that, they may enjoy. It's going to allow them to be able to sit back with their loved ones and be able to enjoy a race and, not realize what's going to take place, that they're going to see that, they're going to get, 2 checks donated to them, or they're going to get money donated to them. And they're not expecting it. They're not, but it's something that, again, you and I want to do to give back to this veteran, because it's what we can do for this country. It's what we can do for these individuals. You know, and again, it boils down to how we do this is by donations and sponsors and people that want to help us help others. You know, 97% of what comes in to this organization with Track Day for Veterans and our nonprofit, 97% of it goes right out the door back to the veterans. It's like 97.66%, and it's 2.4% goes back into marketing materials like posters, flyers, whatnot. Bless you. Whatever it is, you know, to be able to put the word out regarding this. We've got another fundraiser coming up. Well, we got a few different things. And again, this is something I have going on, is we have the NASCAR Give-a-thon coming up again, where if you're out and about, if you're thinking about donating later on, we have the NASCAR Foundation coming up, where the money that you donate, if you want to donate, the NASCAR Foundation will be matching it. It may not be the NASCAR Foundation, maybe certain other groups, but it's through the NASCAR Foundation. They'll be matching it $1 for $1. So someone donates $100, they will then turn it into technically $200 that will get donated to us. Last year, I believe it was just over $700, which then ended up turning into being $1,400 in donations. So we have that coming up. We have a cornhole tournament that's coming up in May 10th, right before Mother's Day. So before you go and see your mother and give her some flowers and some candy and some money, you can come to the cornhole tournament and donate some money too. We'll hold our hand out and get it out to the veterans. And hopefully, you know, we'll find some some mothers of veterans, or you know, some female veterans that are mothers, or female veterans that we can help and be able to donate some stuff to them. You know, we have that coming up. We also have, it's not in the books yet, but it's going to be there. It's charity laps for veterans at our dirt bike track over here in Charlton, Mass. So we're hoping that that's going to be finalized, but we'll be doing that out here as well. So, which, you know, people will come out with their dirt bikes, want to do some laps around the course and raise money for our organization, as well as we'll be doing 50-50 and probably some music, as well as we'll be feeding everybody. So that's going to be going on. Other than that, I think we may do another thing, maybe do a breakfast, pancake breakfast or something. But, you know, again, some of the stuff that, you know, again, we will have going on, you and I will be in to talk, and I want to be able to make a donation to you, Tim, not knowing the amount yet, but I will be making a donation to you throughout the year to be able to help you, because again, veteran to a veteran, I want to be able to help you continue with your mission on what you're doing, because when I first met you, you're like motivator. You know, you always telling me I was like another motivator. And I look up to you. And I definitely love the way that you are putting your stuff out there with everybody, with your whole saluting, and be able to give back. As one of the videos I watched is you got up onto that curve saying that you wanted to be able to render that salute to those, fellow Vietnam veterans because they didn't get it when they returned home. And I totally agree. You're 100%, 110% right on that. Our Vietnam veterans and stuff did not receive the salute that they should have gotten when they returned home.
Yeah.
My uncle, my grandmother's brother, who, God rest his soul, he just passed away just recently, and he's a Vietnam veteran, and he was a Huey helicopter pilot, medic pilots that flew in, flew out constantly under a lot of fire, and he did this for years. Did it for years, a few tours during Vietnam, but he never talked about it. But you can always tell that it wasn't something that he ever got really the recognition that he should have gotten. And I talked to other Vietnam veterans, and they always tell me the same story, how they got spit on when they come home, were called names, baby killer, and all this stuff. And it's like you don't realize the whole atmosphere that they went through during their time, and you doing that salute to them, to their rolling. Back at the first, when it was first done, it was the Rolling Thunder ride. Now it's the Rolling to Remember ride, which is through the AMVETS. And you still continue that mission on saluting them. That is absolutely amazing that you started that, you continue doing it, and you were even doing it. You were doing the whole thing during standing up for the you were doing the Korean War Memorial, I think it was, down in DC.
Yeah, I was a partner of the Korean War Commemoration Committee, educating people about the Korean War, and I had to display for 3 days. And I lost 10 pounds wearing this big parka, and I had these big poster boards out. And sometimes a vet remembers it, or family, and that's so cool. When they remember coming by me as I was doing this skit, I lost 10 pounds. I had a headache from that helmet, and people thought I was part of the monument from a distance.
Yeah.
I had a permit from the Department of Interior to be there. And you know what dawned on me? Like I've done a lot of funerals, and whenever we salute, it's always the flag.
Yeah.
I don't even think we salute the veteran.
No, I think it's just still the flag. I think it's just the flag, which, I mean, if you really think of it, when a soldier comes home, the flag is draped over them. When you stand at attention and either you salute or you put your hand over your chest when the national anthem is being sung, you're saluting the flag. It's almost like you're just doing it because that's what you're supposed to be doing, because it's the flag, and it's
because then we salute the flag, we fold it, then I present it, and I salute again the flag.
Yeah.
So maybe, I don't know. I just thought of that, today. I thought, we're not even saluting the veteran, and then we're saying on the behalf of the president. This is present on behalf of a grateful nation. So it helps when there's more patriots out doing things, because it's showing that they're supportive of that. But I don't even think we're saluting the veteran at a funeral. It's weird. So maybe I'm attached to something a lot bigger than I ever could imagine, just like jumping off the curb. Because when I go and give them that final salute, per se, while they're still with us so they can feel it. And I do drive it home. Like you said, I get very, like in a zone, like with the old Army guy. Did you see the video of the Army vet?
Yeah. No, it's a big thing, and I mean it's really, again, it's saluting. You're technically saluting the soldier or the veteran, but you're saluting it in a way that you're saluting the flag, which then entails technically being, for all the fallen soldiers that have had that draped over them. And you're remembering the remembrance of every soldier that has, given their lives for this grateful nation, which the flag is technically the symbol of this nation. And that's why it burns me when I see someone desecrating the flag. And that could be, stomping on it, standing on it, doing whatever with it that is, desecrating that flag.
It shows a lack of character, really, because they're taking it out on the wrong thing. Now, and sometimes, like, I had a picture I posted and someone said, "Oh, is the Old Glory on the ground?" You couldn't really tell if it was or not, but I think we have to think about reverence. Vice, this protocol that they drilled into us, on etiquette. A man wrote that, human nature, though. When they do the big flag at the NFL game, you think that's not hitting the deck? Come on, that big flag. So I think it's about etiquette and content of character kind of thing,
Yeah.
Maybe.
No, I mean, I agree. It definitely does hit the deck on when they do pull that, because there's time to time that I've caught it, and I've even said this. I believe I said to my wife, I'm like, did that just hit the ground? That's supposed to be properly now, discarded a certain way.
Mm-hmm.
Is that being discarded every time? Guarantee it's probably not. But even when, a Golden Knight, or even say a SEAL team member that, flies in, comes in, coming in hot with a parachute, guarantee you that flag that they have carrying on them is hitting the deck. Again, is that being, properly discarded? Probably not. I'm going to probably say probably not, because it's being used over and over. Hopefully it is. I mean, maybe it is. But again, don't know. It's a good question. So if there's anybody out there that's listening, please let us know if you know the actual answer to that, because that would be nice to know if it is.
I'm not getting upset about it inadvertently touching the deck. Now, what you said about people on purpose doing things, that's different. But we need to kind of chill out when people are trying to do the best they can do. That means they're showing some patriotism and stuff, and kind of like a motorcycle when the guy leans it over to park and the flags are on the back. So now one's higher than the other. I think that's kind of ASSININE kind of. And this is from a guy that's got all Harley on.
Yeah.
And he doesn't want to buy my shirt because it's made in Arizona.
Yeah.
I thought it was made in America, but it was printed in Arizona. Okay, I'm just saying. And he didn't want to buy it.
Yeah.
He didn't want to buy it. And it was like to support me trying to do things, right?
Yeah.
But he had the $80 Harley Davidson shirt on, $65 kind of shirt like this.
Yeah.
Made in Timbuktu. I'm just saying, we got to check ourselves a little bit sometimes. Even myself, when I get a little fired up, shoot from the hip, then I got to retreat and I got to think about it and say, oh man, did I just become what I was complaining about? Right?
Yep.
Little
Absolutely.
motivation for your night.
Absolutely. Totally get it. And that's
Guilty.
where, again, we got to look at it because, some of the stuff as what you're talking about, even with the shirts and supporting you, a biker that will wear, which I'm not saying anything bad about a biker, because the bikers are one of the biggest supporters for veterans. But there are people that do buy, say a Harley Davidson shirt, for instance, that has cost you, which I know what does HD stands for, $100. Guarantee you that shirt cost you $65, if not $85 to $120 at a Harley Davidson shop.
On sale, 45 on sale. Come on.
Yeah, maybe that's if it's 2 years old.
Yeah.
I've got my fair share of Harley gear, even the glasses, $300 for my transitional yellow and clear light lenses for my ride. I get a hat once in a while that is unique with Harley, and that's still $45. It's when we go out and we try to be able to get people to help and support us. I even run my shirts for $10, $15 a shirt. I may sell them sometimes for $20. And that is to support this organization, just like, anything that you have, which is, your shirts, which I even got your challenge coin right here. It's almost as big as my forehead.
It's like unique though. It like stands out in a unique way.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, I got mine in it. It's like, I think it's maybe only as big as my finger compared to yours. It stands out, but it's perfect. I'll tell you, this right here is like a talk of the town. I go anywhere and I show this, people look at it and they're like, wow, what is that? And I'm like, it's a good friend of mine, Tim Chambers, who is the saluting Marine.
These are just a great thing to be able to, I want to give to people,
Yeah. But again, these things for us to be able to give out to people, they cost, a pretty penny. I luckily have, a good supporter, one of our sponsors, which is the Veteran Development Corporation, Mark Vaughn, who is the owner. He says, what can I do? I can't give you cash, but what can I do? Is there something you need that I can purchase for you for the organization? And I said, I'm trying to get challenge coins. Can you help me with that? He says, absolutely. How many do you need? I said, give me 100. Done deal. Pay the accountant there, buys it.
What I was thinking is every Rolling to Remember year, that maybe this could stay the same. This is a picture of the first year. Someone took that's online in black and white and then put the company on the back.
Yeah.
If they wanted to sponsor them, if I found a sponsor.
Yeah.
Even this is a conversation piece, this picture,
It is.
And then maybe we could put the year, on here, the name of the company, the logo, and then Rolling to Remember 2024,
Yeah.
Just idea on that side.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely. I mean, I think that would be a great idea, having it honoring the sacrifice, and then having, maybe even if it's somewhere on
the logo
Yeah.
here. Yeah. Okay.
having it on the flag, on the logo somewhere, like,
or just taking this whole image off and putting that company logo on this side.
Yeah. Absolutely.
And then rolling to remember 2023, so it kind of highlights it, that coin for that year.
Yeah.
Of course, it'd be neat to create a different kind of image on the coin each year because, there are some pretty spectacular pictures over the years of like the kid that saluted with me or the kid that kneeled down in front of me when I had the weapon.
Yep.
And then the next year could be when the kid came back and I kneeled with him.
Yep.
That'd be a neat, just like it really drives me crazy because I was at a brewery in Maryland for the Marine Corps birthday and I spoke. Yep. And they're like, "Oh, we're so happy. We're going to make a donation to this guy who has a vehicle that painted a bunch of military decor on the vehicle."
Yeah.
And my heart just sank because like what we do, isn't just running a vehicle around and letting people look at it. Like I don't, the personal connection that I strive to make with the families and the veterans. And I could be going to hospice care. I could be going to nursing homes. I could be doing Bob Hope skits all night long. They only had me do bingo one time though. When I call the numbers.
Yeah.
I said, I thought she was 18. I thought she was 18. 18.
Yeah.
No, they didn't like that too much. But anyway, yeah. So, yeah, I don't know.
So
I'll figure it out.
Yeah, no. And again, as we're sitting here tonight, anybody that's watching, please definitely feel free to reach out to either Tim Chambers or myself. And if you're looking to help and donate something, again, it's coming into the new year. We're all going to be doing our taxes. We always need to hit a certain amount, for, donating and stuff like that. So you can have a tax write-off, donate to help a veteran. This is who, you want to be able to help out. And also, if you want to, pick something up and, be able to give to your children, his book, which is the book that we were showing up. Do you have that book still next to you?
Yeah.
Let me show that book up one more time.
Maybe if I have to do this.
Yeah, sometimes it's the blur. It's the blip. No, bring it down. Down a little bit. There it is, right there. The Saluting Marine. If you're looking to definitely pick something up, definitely, I'm going to put the link into the comments on it. Just so you know, Tim. My wife says hi, Tim. She just like sent the text.
She was running drinks to the table, and I missed my flight the next day. Just want to let you guys know I didn't tell you that, but
oh geez. Yeah, so I know she was constantly getting drinks. Yeah, see, let's see. But yeah, if you want to purchase a book, feel free to do it. We just got another. My wife, she says also, LOL. Oh no. We got Michael Chase that just came in too. He's another guy. He does the Honor Bear project. Which I'll have to hook you up with him as well. He does a bunch of deep sea fishing. That's where I got the idea with taking on the water with veterans to take veterans out deep sea fishing. And so he's another guy I got to get you hooked up with as well. What's going on, Mike? See your message. This is Tim Chambers, the Saluting Marine. But yeah, if you want to pick up a book or whatnot, he has books there for the for the kids. I got a few books, gave them out to the school, got one for my son. Good book. I'll tell you, my son loves it. He loves the last page of it. That was like his best part, is what he said he loved of the book. So, and he read that too, actually. He read that book to the class, and he's 7 years old. Read that book front to back in front of his class. So, he's a go-getter. And then also, so if you want to donate to Tim, feel free to reach out to him, and everything, and reach out to him or reach out to myself, and we'll get it hooked up. But yeah, we got coming up this week is the race, and other than that, Tim, I mean, anything else you want to talk about, hit on, maybe put out there for anybody else to get in contact with you? Because I know you do motivational speaking as well. So anybody that looking for a motivational speaker for next
program for
meeting or
kids, like for school kids, I can speak about anything, and put some passion behind it. I'm on a speakers bureau as well, which I actually did this past year, give one speech to a corporate safety stand down kind of organization. I was their first keynote speaker at lunchtime, half hour at lunchtime in a resort up in the Poconos. So I got lucky because I'd moved to Pennsylvania and was able to do that. But if there's anything you're doing in your community that I can come and help make more special, and if you promote me coming, it might draw up, there might more flies. You might attract more flies. And just help support the mission and what you have going on. For the event we did with the comedy club, I actually did some videos leading up to it. So I really helped them promote it, and they were able to get it on their Facebook pages and their outlets to be able to help solicit their event. I'm up for it. Everyone's got my number. It's out there, and I always get surprised when the phone rings, and then I think, oh my gosh, that's going to be a weigh-in for me.
Yeah.
Because they're probably going to want the saluting Marine. But I'm more than happy to do it. It's the least I can do. That's why I'm still here. I can make a difference. And we're going to have some fun on Friday.
Absolutely. And definitely looking forward to it. And can't wait to get into PA. No, my wife's not looking forward to it, but I mean, it is what it is. It's life. It's a lot of the traveling I do with everything now. It's crazy, but it's one of the things I love doing is helping us each other out, us veterans out, and taking it to the next level. As they would say on the movie Spinal Tap, it goes to 11. Well, I go to 11, that one notch higher. So with that being said, I think we'll end it for this evening, and hopefully we can get some more things going and brewing and see where it goes with this, Tim.
Absolutely. I look forward to it.
Absolutely as well. Till next time.
All right. Semper Fi, Motivator.
Absolutely. You too, Motivator. Have a good one. Thanks again. And we'll catch you guys later.